Mabuhay grade 7 learners! In this video, we'll talk about oral language, stance, and behavior used in communication. Our reference is Module 2 of Quarter 3. Let's begin! Let's start with a pretest. Please answer this question. What is it? The choices are the following: A. Voice, B. Volume, C. Language, D. Gesture, E. Facial expression, F. Stance. Number 1. These are actions or movements that a person uses when he or she speaks. This includes gestures, stance, and facial expression. What are these? Answer is C. Body language. Number 2. Hand or shoulder movement that emphasizes an idea. What is it? The answer is D. Gesture. Number 3. The way a person stands as he or she speaks. What is it? The answer is F. Stance. Number 4. It is the movement of eyes, mouth, and facial muscles which conveys the speaker's feeling. What is it? The answer is E. Facial expression. Number 5. The use of intonation and poses that convey meaning and attitude. What is it? The answer is A. Voice. Now let's talk about oral language. Do you know that you can communicate with other people not only verbally but non-verbally as well? When we say verbally, that is communicating with the use of words. Examples are the letter that you write to your friends or to your relatives, and also the speech that you deliver in front of an audience, or your casual communication or conversation with others. And when we say nonverbal communication, that is communication with the use of actions. When you nod your head to mean yes and shake it to mean no, when you raise one hand to mean stop or wait, these are all examples of nonverbal communication. Body language refers to the gestures, movements, and mannerisms you do when speaking. To be an effective speaker, you must choose these appropriate body languages. First, gesture. This refers to the movement of your hands and shoulders. You can point your finger up to refer to God. You can point it on your chest to refer to yourself, or you can point it to somebody in the audience to identify someone. You can show a closed fist to mean anger. You can shrug your shoulders off to mean you do not know or you do not care. You can show an open palm to mean something good. Whatever movements your hands and shoulders make, be sure that they emphasize your point. The second body language is stance. This has to do with the way you stand and carry yourself. People can detect whether you are confident of what you're saying or not by simply looking at your stance. So, stand straight with your feet slightly apart for balance. Third is facial expression. This refers to the movements of your eyes, lips, and facial muscles. Your audience can read your feelings through your facial expression. Maintaining eye contact with your audience is also an important element of your facial expression. Remember, you can draw the attention of your listeners if you look them in the eye. Nonverbal behavior is another element that you need to know in oral language. Aside from your body language, the way you use your voice can also affect the messages that you are trying to deliver. In speech, voice refers to your use of intonation and pauses that convey meaning and attitude. When we say intonation, you may be referring to rising intonation when you make yes or no question, or rising falling intonation when you make WH and how questions, and when you're just giving statements, imperatives, and essays. And then use pauses between thought groups. Now let's have the first activity, selling yourself. Let us say you have been selected as one of the candidates for the Supreme Student Government or SSG of your school. Your task is to prepare and deliver a campaign speech so other students can get to know you. An outline on how to prepare your speech and a sample are given in the module. To ensure that you use appropriate oral language, stance, and behavior, follow these guides when you deliver your speech. First, stand straight with your feet slightly apart. Second, maintain eye contact with your audience. Third, speak loud enough but not too fast and not too slow. Fourth, use appropriate hand gestures to clarify your messages. How to prepare your speech. First, introduce yourself. Say your name, grade level, section, the name or the make-believe name of your political party or group where you belong, and the position you are running for. And then state your plans, projects, and activities that your political party or group intends to carry out when you get elected. And third, convince your audience to vote for you. Tell them your qualifications and the reason why they should vote for you. So an example is given in the module. You just study and practice reading it. Now let's check your understanding. Observing proper behavior. Which of the following should you not do when giving an oral report or delivering a speech? Right check or X. Number 1. Staring at the ground and avoiding looking at your audience. Is it check or X? The answer is X. Of course, you should not be looking at the ground. Instead, you should be looking at your audience. Number 2, giving a smile when the topic is light. Of course, it's a check. Number 3, standing straight with feet apart for a balance. That is check. Number 4, playing with your ID or handkerchief to hide your nervousness. Of course, it's an X. You should not let your audience know or feel that you are nervous. Number 5, speaking with soft voice in front of a big audience. It's an X. Why? Of course, when you're talking to a big audience, you should be speaking with a loud voice. For your assignment, activity 1, selling yourself. And another assignment is activity 3, that is using transition markers. Still your reference is module 2 of quarter 3.